and some world-class quality that they expect to be confronted with tonight. Out onto Allianz Stadium, both teams step. Tottenham Hotspur ready to go in the Sydney Super Cup. And you can see Spurs in. Hardy, intercepted by Ryan Grant. Charlison is going to give Hotspur the hurry up here. It's a tentative clearance. Tell! And Hotspur makes amends with the hands after getting it knocked. Solomon slipped as he played the cross. Martin Dubravka has just moved across from Burnley. Will no doubt be squad depth for Spurs this season. Goalkeeper of the season, so with Devin Ishmael's out injured, Hotspur gets an opportunity. Bergvall. Bergvall surrounded by defenders, and 2025. Here he is on corner duty, an out swinger. Ryan Grant was there. Skullduggery. The referee sees nothing until Tell. Swinging free kick. Kamijo was immediately surrounded by opponents, but he found a path to Quintal. Now Yuli down the line. Archie Gray. He receives a kick.
Major, he stood out then as well.
Gallagher legged, and Yuli's got to be, even in a friendly, a little bit careful. Matthias Tell with the free kick and catch that into the ball, and that allows Solomon to come away with possession. Trying to dash away from Quintal, and the cutback finds Conor Gallagher, unmarked. A series of ricochets and some desperate defending, and it was well. Over to Tell. Kyra Martin. Oh, and a ricochet. Roberto De Zerbi's voice carrying across the pitch. Richarlison receives the ball in the middle. Richarlison. Gray. Garuccio set himself under the head. Davies to Gallagher. Kyra Martin to Tell. Very prominent part of Spurs' visit was the Kyra Martin working with Tell. The back heel, and is that De Jesus? Game though. Tell. A drifting free kick. Richarlison up for the first header. Hotspur able to make it uncontested. Now Kamijo with a probing ball through the right. De Jesus distributes out to the right. And the early ball from Ty Hall. Not quite able to bring man off. Kamijo trying to cover. A little touch. Back to Gallagher. Now Tell. Grant's got goal side again. And he lifts the cross. Out for a goal kick. Disappointing end result, but Matthias Tell is real. Gray almost caught in possession. Sydney FC through Yuli, seizing an opportunity here. Yuli takes a strike, and it's a good save from Dubravka. Here's the resulting free kick. Davies, the most outstretched of the players, lunging after the ball. Almost half an hour in. Spurs remain on top, don't have a goal to show for it. Sakine with some physical defending, and eventually the free kick given in prime show over the free kick. A short run up, and a brilliant strike! Matthias Tell with a moment of quality, and the fans at Allianz Stadium appreciate that as Tottenham Hotspur go into a 1-0 lead.
Well, as calm as you like.
Here he is taking a short corner and receiving the ball back from Solomon. Now Solomon going to work, taking on the entire Sydney midfield. Hotspur slipped as he cleared. He's got to scramble back on his line, and Conor Gallagher knew it. Saw a net which was just about open, but ball. Quick scan for what's on. De Jesus. First time ball is blocked. He keeps chasing here, De Jesus. Sydney FC fans in the building. This is the mark with the pass. A little slip from Archie Gray. Just opened the door. Matthias McAllister had stars in his eyes there, the young attacker.
There's McAllister there asking. I think he just drifted into an offside position.
Is he onside here, though? He gets a touch, which is not going to be goal-bound. It's across the face. Flag state. Back to Archie Gray. Looking for Richarlison. And that's well over his head.
Sometimes it becomes predictable. You put one or two in behind and it asks questions of the defence.
De Jesus can't lead. And indeed, only a handful of seconds of stoppage. So Tottenham Hotspur have the lead. Matt Hustel, the 21-year-old Frenchman, is the difference between the two teams. He's been lively on as part of a triple change, along with the young Japanese international Kota Takai and also Tonali, Takai and Williams Barnett. Here's a cross onto the head of McAllister, trying to connect with the ball there from Garuccio. And Matthias McAllister through the left. Spurs have got a 3-on-2 if they are quick enough to execute here. Williams Barnett rattles the crossbar. Not even two. The end there as the defence confronted him. Takai. Williams Barnett has hit the crossbar already. He's hungry for a goal. But he gets the shot. And the ball finds its way back to the left. Williams Barnett.
Gallagher, let this go.
Because it was given away by Camijo. Now Solomon. Richarlison waits at the edge of the 6-yard box. Archie Gray, Conor Gallagher, and just a heavy touch. But here, Quintal sweeps through and plays the pass. It's going to deflect kindly. Sakine! Takahiro Sakine equalises for Sydney FC. What a great first impression for their Japanese signing. Sydney FC have shocked Spurs. It's 1-1. They're dead level now, and Sydney FC are now growing in confidence. The goal scorer making a nuisance of himself here. Gallagher surrounded. He was out on loan to Hibs in Scotland last season. He remains on the bench as well. Taking it into reality there. That was Dan Scarlett getting ready on the sideline, so not too far away. Here's Gallagher. One on the right. Only McAllister in the box, though. Here's Grant making a run. Williams Barnett. Early ball. Kyra Martin has broken the back line. And no attempt at a cutback. It was shut down by Popovic. And now through Richarlison. Camijo, Quintal continued his run through the right. Another pass, teasingly. Yuli. Asking a lot of De Jesus here. Can he chase this ball down? He gets there. And he made... I'm going to glide through midfield. Sandro Tonali. And Ryan Grant came across to... Early ball. McAllister stuck behind two defenders.
Ben.
Williams Barnett. He wants his right side. First time shot from Tonali. And Hurstland makes a save, shovels it out for a corner with Gallagher. Gallagher with a driven cross. Williams Barnett. And then Popovic in the middle. Archie Gray nodding it on.
Half into the attacking third was causing Sydney some problems.
As we see Jamie Donnelly with the tackle. And now Scarlett. Donnelly with a left-footed drive. Cleared away by Alexander Popovic. Tonali takes the corner short. Scarlett. Back to Tonali. Plays it over to Min Hyok Young. Now Williams Barnett. Ryan Grant entangles him. Mason Melia playing the ball through the left. And the cross is not finished at the back post, and it was Min Hyok Yang who really... To the way here, Tonali. Oh, players treading on each other's toes in the penalty area. Big build up here. Donnelly. Touch on by Popovic. Camijo. Toure looked offside. He was hanging off the last defender with Jamie Donnelly. Williams Barnett. Robertson on the overlap. Hangs it up. And no moment of redemption there for Min Hyok Yang as he puts the header over. Ryan Grant out there, but a couple of 19-year-olds coming on. Here goes Min Hyok Yang. Pells once. Donnelly has got Robertson in an acre of space. And the header was a good one from Popovic to block.
To sit just on the edge of their box a little.
Underlapping run, a good one from Donnelly, and Williams Barnett. A burst of acceleration, and the end product, well, not quite there. It bent out for a